New York Knicks fans, they're passionate.
Obviously, there's been some Knicks fans saying, 0-3 since the pod, stop the pod.
0-4.
0-4, but I'm not keeping track.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, I think we should cancel it.
Valid point. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Roommates, a Playmaker original. Obviously, looks a little different. Matt didn't leave us. He's remote, and he's actually in Miami, getting some nice sun. So, young Matthew.
I'm done with you guys.
Hey, if you had to be in Miami the whole time, I don't blame you. Miami's an amazing place.
Josh, it's funny you're speaking nice about other cities today.
Me?
Yeah, I always speak nice about other cities.
You can't say anything bad about Miami.
You always do, Jaylen. But
Can't
Josh,
say
you
anything
don't.
bad about Miami. Miami is an amazing place.
In your honest opinion, what's better, Indiana or Miami? Indianapolis or Miami?
It's not even close. One is a top 5 NBA city. The other one, bottom 5. I wasn't gonna say it, but I mean,
No, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Indiana as a place is like, you wouldn't think to go there. I probably wouldn't go there, but that fan
here
base.
comes political Jaylen.
No,
No,
that
fan base.
That fan base makes that place rocking.
The fan base is amazing. Indiana has one of the best fan bases.
I'm getting brownie points for this one.
You are. They
Yeah,
have
for
one of the
sure.
best fan bases for sure.
Even though I did get booed on walking onto the TNT set.
and you're still praising them.
Yeah, man, hey, they're passionate.
I wouldn't.
I'm like, it's like being a Giants fan, like me being an Eagles fan in New York. Like, I'm just gonna switch because I see that this is like a New
I
York
feel
town.
it, bro.
You gotta be true to who you
I
are.
didn't
respect
say
it.
anything about the fans or anything. It's
respect
a
it.
great fan base. Just the city is ass.
I didn't say all that.
But they have long.
They came for
bakery.
your head, bro. They came for your head on Twitter.
They still are, and they still will
They still
be after
are.
this too.
So they have Long's Bakery. That's one of the best donut spots in the country. I'll give them that. I'm giving them something. They should be grateful. I'm giving them something. That's one of the best in the country.
They have Butler.
What does that do?
I'm just saying, like, you didn't win there your senior year,
I got a lot of dubs.
and they
in
beat
Butler.
you your senior night at home. Your first loss in the Pavilion.
So that's where it comes from.
That's where it comes from.
That's where the
I
hate
think that
comes
was
from.
No,
Was Butler?
trust me, I was there. I remember. My only loss in Pavilion was that night too. Yeah.
Trust me. They don't got no national championships like we do though. You feel me? They lost. We didn't.
What, Josh? You said national championships like you have plural.
No, but I'm a Villanova Wildcat, so we have plural. I have uno. I have.
Fair enough.
Do they have one? I mean, if they do, it's probably from like 1942 or something. But I don't know.
I don't know, but I have one more than you.
Nah, that's all right. I got one. I got one more than a lot of people, so that's all right. But
You got one more
I
than
do
me.
got one more than you.
I have 2 more than you.
No, you got 2 more than me. That's true. And everyone else listening, most likely.
Guys, we are going to get into our segment of Picture Me Scrolling. If you guys don't know what that is when we react to funny social media posts and that from like last week or so. So we're going to get into it. Some of them are funny. Some of them, they come at our neck. So we don't know what they are. So you're getting our actual reaction. So we're going to see how it is.
Legion Hoops tweets, Anthony Edwards says he wants to be in the remake of High School Musical. I like High School Musical for some reason. Troy Bolton, I like the scenes. It was pretty dope. And I quoted it and said he gets it. High School Musical was like it. It was it.
It was it.
You can't deny it. High School Musical.
Did you not watch it, Josh?
No, I did. It was a good movie or musical.
There's no
But I'm
way,
not sitting there saying it's it.
there's no way, like, when you watched the first one and they said, hey, we're coming out with the second one, and you didn't, like, plan to sit there and watch that second one when it first came out.
I watched both.
Well, there's 3.
I watched 2.
Okay.
And they were cool. My dog was it Corman Bloom kept trying to be a baker? Was it no, that was the other dude.
No,
that was another dude.
Wrong.
I think that was Zeke.
Zeke wanted to be a baker doing creme brulees and all that. I watched it. It was cool. But I'm not gonna say it was it.
It was it. It was it.
Must have been like a Midwestern thing.
Perfect Midwestern.
Yeah, Chicago.
But I was
Midwest?
living in Jersey when it came out.
Wasn't an East Coast thing, I'll tell you that. I'm a huge musical fan though. I love musicals.
How do we feel about Anthony Edwards as the reincarnation of Troy?
Oh, I like that. I like that. And he was actually really good in what was it? The Adam Sandler movie with Bo Cruz and all that. He was actually way better actor than I thought he was. So, gotta give him credit on that one, man.
The only thing about High School Musical, especially if you go back and watch it now, is the basketball scenes, bro, and the basketball choreography is just, it's not it.
It's like watching Josh. Never mind. What's next?
It's too early. It's too early, JB.
So this is actually Taj Gibson walking to optional shoot in the morning with Tim's on, and it was kind of crazy to me just because it's like 70 degrees in Orlando. It's sunny, and I got like my little slides on, trying to be light on my feet, and he got these big bulky Tim's on. So I guess you can take, the boy out of New York, but not the New York out the boy kind of thing. But I just didn't understand this one at all.
I'll say to his credit, considering I just wore Tim's last weekend, but I understand why he wore them. But
you wore it in Indy, right?
Yeah.
Cold place, snowing. You know what I mean? I feel like once you get to like 55 degrees and you're not like, construction worker on the job, you can kind of put the Timbs away till it gets under that point.
Yo, Shannon!
How you going to come down and just start
making
being loud?
so much damn noise?
For y'all on YouTube, my wife just walked down, but for some reason she decided to be mad loud coming down.
I know, right?
Like we're not filming a podcast.
Personally, I will let no man talk to my wife the way I just did, but just gonna
Josh, your wife really wants to be on the podcast, bro.
She'll get on at some point.
She's convinced you won't let her on because everyone's gonna think she's funnier than you.
She just laughs at everything. So it's all right. She'll get her time to shine at some point.
If she comes on this pod, like there's like, I'm not holding back.
Hey, I'm not. That's y'all. That's between y'all. She's a grown woman. She can fight her own battles.
Perfect. So this is clearly Dame having me sign the shoes, but he was having everyone sign the pair of shoes that was on the East team. I don't know if he did the West team, but he started a trend because I did the same thing right after.
You didn't like having pants on?
I had tights on.
It's kind of weird.
I'm literally changing in the locker room.
I'm just saying it's kind of weird. You're not changing. You're sitting in tights. And it's kind of interesting. But Dame, man, great guy. I love Dame.
Great dude.
You gotta
what's with you? Like,
I'm just saying you're not.
I'm changing, bro.
Actually, weren't you eating?
Exactly. So why would I put my game shorts on?
We could have put some shorts on.
I didn't have any other shorts.
That's like me just sitting down eating food in my boxers.
I didn't want to mess up my game shorts.
I'm just saying. Kind of interesting.
Shout out Dame, bro.
Shout out Dame. Make sure y'all. He dropped some merch, man. Make sure you go cop it.
Is it Adidas?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just Dame Dollar merch.
I need a Dame Dollar hat with the.
I bought it.
You
got it. He got that on there
with the little money sign.
Yeah. I copped a couple hoodies.
Josh, when we went out in Miami the other night, I had the aux, and I think I actually played some Dame Dalla.
I don't remember that one because I was asleep. If y'all don't know me, what I'm telling y'all, if I'm in the car for more than 20 minutes, I'm gonna fall asleep. Doesn't matter when it is, no matter like what we're doing, where we're going. I think we were going out, and it's like 11 o'clock, and it was later than that. It was probably like 1 o'clock, and I'm just like, you know what? I get like a good 25 minutes to like recharge the battery on the way to going out. So
I can confirm.
Do you remember what other song I played that woke you up out of your nap?
Nope.
ZO2's.
ZO2 hasn't dropped nothing in a while. We need to come back at ZO2. Hey guys, if you're tired of sweaty, chafing, wedgie-prone underwear, make this switch to Tommy John. Your family jewels and everything else, but thank you.
With 20 million pairs sold, you have to try a pair of Tommy Johns for yourself. Plus, your most valuable assets will always be protected with Tommy John's best pair you ever wear, or it's free guarantee.
Shop Tommy John and get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/roomies.
Bar.
How
I
does
just want to become the bland white boy co-host on an NBA podcast who offers absolutely nothing. This is my dream job. Let's just say this. Is he a bland white boy? Maybe. But he definitely brings something to the table.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 people who, when we hold conversation, we actually understand what he's saying. There is no like speech. Never mind. Nothing. Never mind. But like, I really enjoy having you on the pod, Matt. Like, it's just you complete us. It's really yeah.
I think it's a great tweet. First and foremost, I think it's hilarious, and I think I can't even see it from here, but at the time of the screenshot, it had like 3 million views, so one has to assume it's got way more than that now. A good tweet's a good tweet, and if it's got that many views, that means it's a good tweet. I'm confident what I bring to the table, and I think over the course of season 1 and hopefully beyond, that'll become apparent. For me, you know, obviously I've known you guys for a while. My main goal and my role is to like, you know, help keep you guys on track, and I'm not going to come in here, you know, trying to steal the show or trying to, you know, steal the microphone. I'm gonna pick my spots, and I think I've done a good job, and I'll continue to do that. And I'll reveal more and more about myself and my life over time if people want to know. But I'm confident what I bring to the table. I don't know. What do you think, Josh? Is that accurate to say?
Yeah, I mean that was a good little spiel for you.
Great spiel.
From spiel from the bland white guy. You know what I mean? I see you.
Hey.
Go ahead, defend yourself, man. I'm here for it.
Look, I have someone's dream job. That's the real way. That's really all you could say. I don't have an answer though. I don't know how you get that. But the reason it's so funny is because every show has one. That's what's so funny about it.
Yeah.
Even the white boys have one.
You got Tommy Alter. The best one by far is Pat Bev's co-host, Roan. He's the gold standard for bland white boy co-hosts.
Really? I haven't really watched theirs.
He's really, really good.
This is Jacob Toppin, aka Lil Top. In the NBA slam dunk contest. Yeah, it was a good little 360 between the legs. And then obviously didn't get that. I think he got like a 47 and a half or something like that. Some terrible score from the judges who half of them can barely see. So I'm not sure what they would do. Anyways, JB defended him, saying, I guess Jacob needed to jump over the shot clock for him to get a higher than a 46.
Jacob was robbed.
Oh, he was for sure.
100% robbed. 1,000%.
First, the slam dunk contest is, you know, I might be able to be in the slam dunk contest.
Okay.
Okay, let's be real. It was ass.
I will say this. Jacob did something no one's seen before. And he got a 47, 46, whatever. He did not advance. So my thought process is that there's no way that they were going to put Mac McClung and Jacob Toppin in the final 2 over NBA All-Star Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown got there because he's Jaylen Brown. But it's like, you get it, but it's also sucks because obviously, like, you can't you can't rate or, you know, pick the number for, you know, who he is. So, you know, that part was kind of.
I would say the best thing about Jaylen, what he did.
Jacob, you're not talking about yourself.
Jaylen Brown. The best part about what Jaylen did, when I speak, you can't say.
He had one dunk in the All-Star game. Now he's the man. Go ahead, dunk expert.
All I'm saying is that it's not even a dunk expert thing. Like that takes a lot of nuts to go out there and do that because one, because the whole world watching. Two, he said it right. Basically, people are scared not to become a meme when it comes to the dunk contest now. If you don't perform the way people want you to perform, like almost every dunk has like been done. There's only a slim few dunks that haven't been done, and only a certain amount of people can do it. Even the most athletic people can't even do that stuff.
Valid.
So I respect him. And then we were talking about it after he did the fake D Brown whatever.
When he covered his eyes after he already we all looked at him after. I think the next day we were like, "So what were you thinking with the dab?" And he just started laughing, having a good time with it. So one thing about him, man, he don't care what y'all think. He's comfortable with what he does. Nah, kudos to him because I don't know. Hopefully at some point, like guys really want to do the dunk contest because obviously we got guys that are crazy athletes in the league, but for some reason, you know, now the dunk contest is just kind of like the afterthought. I feel like people like NBA guys. I feel like they like the 3-point shootout more than the dunk contest now. I don't. Maybe it's just because how the league is, but you know, hopefully guys do it again.
It's unfortunate because if what you're saying is true and that, you know, there's a chance that Jaylen Brown was in advance because he was an all-star. It's just the NBA, it sort of has like 1 foot in, 1 foot out where it's like, oh, you're still going to give the nod to the all-star, but at the same time, like it's not what it was and it's not full of all-stars and it's not the best player. So it's like at that point, that ship has kind of sailed. Like at that point, just like, I don't know, maybe have some more integrity. I don't know.
We're going to see. I think it just all depends, like I said. When guys start getting excited about it again.
You make a good point though. The three-point shootout was, aside from like Malik Beasley, was what, mostly all-stars?
Was Laurie an all-star?
Last year he was.
Yeah, last year.
Last year he was.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that when Shams tweeted some picture about the dunk contest and he put Jacob in his Westchester Hawks jersey or Westchester Knicks jersey?
He did.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you couldn't have just put his like New York Knicks jersey in there?
Shams, come on up.
Today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek with over 28 million downloads. SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. I've been looking to find the best deal on concert tickets. There's more than 70,000 events on SeatGeek, including festivals, concerts, and sports. I just saw J. Cole in concert the other day. With the NBA season in full swing, you do not want to miss out. SeatGeek has your tickets to every game. Come see us play, or go see Drake and Bad Bunny on tour. They put all the tickets on the internet in just one place to make sure you get a good deal. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green is good, red is bad. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only place where you can swap your tickets ahead of the event. And you know we came through for you guys. Use the code roommates to get $20 off your tickets at SeatGeek. Donovan walked up to me after the 3-point shootout, looked at me dead in my eye and said, "You're a failure." So I tweeted, "I'm a failure," and I tagged Donovan. I failed.
I thought you were going to advance.
I should have advanced. I had 24 with 3 money balls left.
Yeah.
And just clank after clink after clink.
Yeah. That was a bummer.
I heard like some dude behind the bench, some bald guy sitting behind the bench. I heard, "Yo, you effing bum." I was like, who just said that? It's my dad.
Your dad got a lot of airtime.
He was like, "Yo, with that bonus, we could have finished my basement."
Valid point. That's a very valid point.
Sorry.
Obviously, everyone that's in it is friendly and it's like all love. But how competitive is it? Like from what the fans might not see. Like
It was competitive. It's definitely competitive. Yeah. Basically, you're trying to like not embarrass yourself. Like, you're not trying to go out there and like just like go out there and just like joke around. Like, you know, you're trying to do as best you can. And I forget, like after the first round ended, so I'm kind of like surveying, and I'm like looking around, and there was one player who was like, "Yo, I'm trying to win this," and he was like, "Yo, at this point, you start preying on people's downfalls to see who's gonna miss what." But yeah, it's definitely competitive.
I would say the two that was
I would love to
probably.
see Josh. Obviously, love to see Josh in a 3-point competition.
I'm gonna get there one day. Don't worry. The people that I was like really impressed with was for sure just I would say the most impressed was Nakanu and Steph. Because being able to, I forgot how much I think Nakanu had 26 and Steph had 29 or whatever it is. But like after just not shooting, like you get like a 5-minute, they had like a 5-minute, if that, warm up, and they were out there just shooting the cover off the ball. That was crazy to me. You was there. I mean,
Yeah, I watched it. I didn't watch it actually. Walked off the court. I was sad.
ooh, side talk question of the day. Let's see what it is, man. Let's see what we got.
Sup, fellas? Jason D'Antona here, a.k.a. the fat babbling idiot from the Sidetalk video. Fuck Boston! My Sidetalk question of the day is a 2-part question. Number 1, did that video help recruit you to come play for the Knicks? And number 2 is that an accurate representation of the fan base and what you've experienced so far? Let me know. Good luck. Love you guys.
Did that help me? No. But seeing the fans after our first playoff win at home, like, wow. Like being a part, like once you were a part of it, it was cool to see it from afar. But once you're a part of it, man, there's no better feeling. 100%.
Yeah, I'm probably the same. It didn't help recruit. I mean, I got traded here, so I didn't really have a say. But seeing that, like the playoff environment, it was crazy. At some point when we're in the playoffs, we get a good dub, we're gonna have to go out there in the street with those guys because it's the vibe of it looks dope. So one day we're gonna have to do that one.
One day.
And then the second part, is it accurate? Yeah, that's definitely New York Knicks fans. They're passionate. They love the Knicks, man. They go crazy for them. So that's definitely an accurate representation of the fan base for sure.
This first episode post All-Star break, Jaylen, we have to get your full reaction of the weekend's events and how it was for you. But before that, there's a question I want to ask both of you. Obviously, there's been some Knicks fans saying, 0-3 since the pod, stop the pod.
0-4.
0-4, but I'm not keeping track.
Yeah.
0-4 since the pod.
I don't really care. I mean, who's the Boston I think has the best record in the league. So if you take during that 4 games for like say Boston, if you take 4 of their starters away and like 2 of their bench players away, they're gonna go 1-4 also. Like any team, if you take away 4 starters and like you're taking away 6 heavy minute rotation guys, like you're gonna struggle. So like I'm not really worried about it. It's just ups and downs of the season, but I'm gonna still come on here and talk my drink my wine.
Yeah, I think we should cancel it.
Valid point.
I mean, there's this like perception that both can't be true. You can't be like working and practicing really hard and like also take an hour out of your day to record. And I think that's a very small majority that feels that way. But I don't know. I just wanted to give you guys a chance to address it. Obviously, the release of the pod coincided with just like probably the most depleted we've ever seen an NBA team be, like ever.
I don't know. I feel like if you get like good 8 hours of sleep, the other 16 hours definitely should be, go to your profession You know what I mean? That's like me being at a grocery store, like yelling at like the cashier to like scan my groceries faster. That's how they do on Twitter, basically. Like in the game. You know what I mean? If you see me go to the grocery store and just start yelling at the cashier, swipe it faster. Would I be wrong?
Yes.
Why? People yell at me to make it 3. So I'd be like, go swipe it.
Yeah, Jalen has to be the mature one sometimes.
Josh is the best tipper I know. Josh, you're an insanely good tipper, and both your parents are from the service industry, so
They are.
You have a lot of respect for those people.
It's either 25% or more. Never lower. With that being said, All-Star first reactions for the first All-Star game. How was it? Well, All-Star weekend. How was it?
All-Star game was fun. All-Star weekend was fun. It was a lot. Like, it was a lot. Man, I was all over the place. There was a lot going on, a lot I had to do. But I think all the appearances and stuff I had to do and all that. I mean, it definitely evened its way out because how much the All-Star game and Saturday night tickets cost. So it was great. I think the coolest part about it is I got to spend it with my family, close friends. Having my dad there was really cool. Yeah, it was a really fun experience. I think the best part about it was literally like seeing, like I was having a lot of fun. Like I said, I had a lot to do, but then seeing like the smiles on like my dad, my sister, my mom, my wife, my friends that came into town, Sam, my agent, Marquise, my manager, everyone there, just like seeing like the joy they had just for just me being there. I think that meant the most to me. Yeah, it was a whirlwind, but I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll never forget it.
Was it the first All-Star game you attended? Like All-Star weekend you attended, or have you been to one before?
I've been to an All-Star weekend before. Back then, it used to be called like the NBA Jam Fest, or it was like the fan, like interactive zone for like just everyone to go like do stuff NBA All-Star related. I think it was in Philly in 2002. That's when I went. But like, I don't think I've ever been to an actual NBA All-Star game.
Oh, but you haven't been to one since you've been in the league.
Oh, I haven't been to one since I've been in the league. No.
Josh also has a strict no All-Star policy.
Yeah. No, I'm not going unless I'm invited.
I have a strict vacation policy.
Jaylen, what was your favorite moment, like aside from the family and actually like being on the court, everything basketball related, what was your favorite off the court moment? Like party you went to, I don't know, appearance you did, like what was the best part of that?
I had a couple good moments, but I think the funniest moment, watching Tyrese sing at that party he had at Mario, and then watching Kai Cenat sing Baby at the top of his lungs.
I want to see that.
That was funny. That was funny. He definitely needed the mic to be taken from him, but yeah, he was having the time of his life. Tyrese peaked that night. He peaked. He peaked.
Why didn't Unc give Kai more playing time?
I don't know. I think they were saving up for his big performance on Saturday night when he got jumped over.
I noticed Tyrese was doing a lot of like entertaining and kind of like hosting throughout the weekend. Obviously that party was, I think like he hosted it.
Yeah.
Is it typical that like the all-star of the host city does that? Or is that Tyrese just kind of like, doing it on his own accord?
I feel like Ty did the most, like out of everyone, because he was in Indy. He had all this stuff going for him, being pulled in all these different directions. I mean, I don't know. Last time that was in Indiana, it was COVID, and the year before that, it was like 40-something years ago, or whatever they said, a long time ago. So I feel like Indy went all out, and it was really cool.
Did you see the basketball court in the airport?
Yeah, I flew commercials. We saw it in the airport. Yeah. Like you said,
Why are you lying to the people, bro?
I don't know why I'm lying.
People saw it. You didn't see it.
It was seen.
You know how
Not
mad
in
I'd
person.
be?
But
You know
it
how
was
mad
seen.
I'd be if I'm in the Indy airport waiting for my flight and I get on the flight and the person that's sitting next to me comes in huffing and puffing in a full sweat, sits down, whew, we just got a couple pickup games. You know how heated I am? They probably stank. Great idea, don't get me wrong. But dog, they probably smelled crazy in the plane. Just body odor fermenting for hours in the closed capsule. 2,000 feet in the air? 20,000 feet, my bad. 20,000 feet in the air. Whew.
I think more than 20,000 feet too.
40, what are you, American Airlines pilot?
Delta.
I'm a big American Airlines guy. I get my AA points.
Was it a cool moment for you and Luka to be all-stars together?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think seeing him there and obviously all the Dallas people that were there was also kind of brought things full circle, and it was really cool, especially just knowing that we were both drafted the same year to the same team, and I don't know. I feel like that was like the first dude that like I got to know in the league, and then being an All-Star game with him or against him was awesome.
So in the wake of the Steph and knocking news 3-point shootout, I'll call her Sabrina. Fine.
Thank you, bro.
All right. In the wake of Steph and Sabrina's 3-point shootout competition, guess who was asked and it was brought up? Klay and Steph versus Caitlin Clark and Sabrina, who would win in a shooting contest. That's tough.
Klay and Steph, bro.
Yeah. I don't really know how good of a standstill shooter Caitlin Clark is.
Off the dribble, though, it's a wrap.
Off the dribble, it's cash.
It's a wrap. Off the dribble, it's a wrap.
Off the dribble, it's cash. But I haven't watched her enough. I haven't done that due diligence to see. I know she's a shot maker. But I just don't know how good of just
shooting off the rack is difficult, bro.
Yeah, it's a different vibe. But Steph and Klay, they've been doing it for.
I've seen Steph and Klay do it in games together.
Yeah.
So
Klay's, I'll say, this might be a wild take.
There we go.
But no, at one point, before Klay had his injuries, Klay's hot might have been one of the hots in the league. Like when he was in the zone, well, I tell you, it didn't matter where he was, he's shooting it, and it's cash. Like
it's not really a hot take.
I don't feel, but a lot of people, they think ISO off the dribble and all that, but when he's hot, Golden State, they were searching him out and you couldn't really help because you still have Steph and KD on the other side. Bro, he gave us, there was one game in LA when I was a Laker, and I swear he had probably 25 in a quarter, all just catch and shoot threes, no dribble, shooting it over our Invita Zubac, who's our 7-footer, but his hot was, it was unbelievable.
So it's not a hot take.
It's not hot, but
you said I have a hot take. That's just pure facts.
No, I think it's a hot take because a lot of people are going to be basketball casuals are going to be oh my God, what about Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and James Harden? They're going to say all these dudes, but I feel like they wouldn't say Klay. But Klay, when Klay was hot, dog, it was a nightmare trying to guard him.
I'm not going to say I'm going to play devil's advocate here, but I'll just state a few facts. This is his worst 3-point shooting percentage season of his career. Granted, not by, probably only by 4 or 5%, but he's shooting 37%. Caitlin Clark shooting closer to 40. Steph and Sabrina were only 3 points apart. So basically the question is, can Caitlin beat Klay by 3?
No.
And if you think the answer, no?
No.
It would be close, but I'm going with what I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say Steph and Klay.
Yeah.
Shout out Sabrina and Caitlin, though.
Yeah, it's all love, but dog, them two.
We got to get Sabrina on the pod.
We'll do.
We do. We should get some custom roommate shoes.
Roommate at Knockanoos?
But
That would go
you just said you palm
crazy.
Oh my god!
I gotta. You just gotta admit, it has a ring to it. A Knockanoos?
It doesn't. Sabrina. Just say Sabrina. Sabrina.
It's so much easier, but
Spell a Knockano.
how did I spell it? I said it. I think it was INKNOCK.
I can't.
So
Sabrina.
INK. Oh, you saying her actual name or how I spelled Inakanu?
How you spell a Knockano?
Yeah, INKNOCK.
Time out. No. Let him go. Do one more time.
No, because it's in knock. IN dash KNOCK.
You have not been saying Inakanu. You said Anakanu. You have not been saying Inakanu.
I said I've been saying it like 18 different ways. All right, Inakanu. No. Cause we were. I said it in our group chat with me, you, Tyrese. Bro, y'all trip. Don't worry.
Anakanu.
I don't know why y'all mad.
I'm just upset the way you just spelled it. Incan.
That's not how. But if you put the dash in knock.
Let me see.
Where is it at,
see.
bro? I'm trying to find where.
All right, we don't got time for this anymore.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna find it.
All right, you find it. Vince Carter confirms that the NBA had plans to offer 4 superstars $1 million each to participate in the dunk contest, but the arrangement fell through and guys pulled out. Damn, it was Kobe, T-Mac, LeBron, but guys didn't want to do it. Vince was winning regardless.
Yeah,
That's
not
a
close.
great lineup, but Vince is
probably begging everybody to do it. He's like, bro, that's easy money.
Yeah, I would rather.
It's pretty smart though, right? Like if you want it to be competitive, pay them. Like put money on the line. I mean, obviously now guys are making so much, but do you think nowadays if there was a $1 million purse, we'd get the best? Like, would we get today's version of these 4?
Who's today's version of these 4?
If you had to try and replicate this in today, who would you pick?
Ja,
1, Zion 2,
Zion. I think I might put Ant up there.
Ant 3.
Donovan?
Donovan did it already.
Yeah, he already did it. I think Donovan is just how explosive he is because he's short. So
I think I'm taller than Donovan.
Yeah, so I'm saying like.
No, I think it's like legit. I'm taller than Donovan.
Yeah, I think weren't you guys like walking? I thought I saw a video of you guys walking. Yeah, but like Donovan is short, and his dunks have like so much like power to him. Like it's
Only thing, Donovan looks taller than me because he's like a 9-foot wingspan.
yeah.
Who we say? Zion,
He said
Ja,
Zion, and
Ant.
but I guess you would have to throw him in if I can't think of the fourth one.
You throw Don in there.
Back to my spelling. I feel like my spelling was valid. IN-KNOCK-A-NEW.
Shannon, do me a favor.
Inakanu.
Is your Nova degree in this house?
No idea what my Nova degree
do you know
is.
where it's at?
It's somewhere.
I need you to go upstairs and burn it. They're just giving them out. I love Nova. You gave one out.
But
You gave one out.
Inakanu,
You gave one out.
that's how you would spell it.
I've never seen a triple hyphenated last name like that.
What do you mean? We got Akachua. That's like 4 hyphenations.
What's Arch's
right
last
there.
name?
Arch and Inakano. Ak? No, I'm not even going to try to spell that one. LED court reactions.
LED court reactions. Everyone thought that was cool. You see the light. The NBA's hearts almost stopped when Jalen Brown slipped.
During the dunk contest, yeah.
I thought it was cool. Like it was bright as hell.
Did it feel different?
I couldn't really tell because you weren't like really like playing on it. You're just like going there. You shot. Like it wasn't like you were jab stepping and going the other way and trying to Euro step and do things that require like grip on your shoes. But when he did that little slip, even when Mac McClung fell, everyone was just like, "Ugh."
What you doing?
Okay, Matt, what's your take on what's your take on All-Star Weekend being better for fans to watch?
It's a good question. I mean, what are I guess the quote unquote problems that people have with it? It's one that the game itself is what there was a record amount of threes attempted and a record amount of points scored, and it was the fact that the dunk contest didn't feature like marquee names.
I would say the game is the one thing we can focus on because Rising Stars is usually good. That new layout that they have going is good. Saturday night is basically fine. The dunk contest can be either a hit or a miss.
I do like what was they don't do that anymore. It was like the competition that had like one active player. It was like a retired player, WNBA player, like whatever that shootout competition was. I feel
It was like basically like the skills challenge kind of. But
if they did that, if they brought that back in terms of like that framework,
that would bring like all the
players.
arrows together. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And they all had like their own jerseys on, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
The game's tough. Like, it's like it's still in season, right? So how hard do we want people to be going? Like, oh, the same fan that's like mad about the fact that there's no defense and a record amount of threes is going to be the same fan that gets mad when like his star player gets hurt. So I don't really know what the answer is, if I'm being honest. Like, maybe expectations are too high. I mean, having played in the game, JB, what do you think? Like no one's going to be out there like, in my opinion, going 110% when you have whole half a season and playoffs to worry about.
I have my thoughts on it. I think that it's very hard, considering where our game is at right now. It's kind of hard for guys to compete in that. And I'm not saying guys don't want to compete. It's just like if something happens, organizations and everyone's going to be pissed. Like they're going to look at it like it's our marquee guy is getting hurt in a game that doesn't really count for anything. So that's one way to look at it. Another way you can enhance it is like do what I don't know if baseball does it anymore, but
Yeah, I was about to say that.
the winner of the All-Star game gets
Home court,
home court advantage in the finals.
Yeah.
I think that's one way that could at least make it like interesting in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like keep it close, like have fun. Then fourth quarter, y'all gotta go. What the NBA did with Kobe
I'm about to say that
and
was
Gigi
cool.
when they had like the point total to get there. I thought it made it somewhat competitive, at least when it was close.
Yeah.
I think there's little ways you can do it. Maybe doing a 3-on-3 tournament.
A 3-on-3 tournament would be great. I was even going to say one of my favorite videos, I forget from when it was, but there was some videos that surfaced from like a Team USA training camp, and it was just all the best players playing like king of the court, 1-on-1, 3-dribble max, just like tough shots. Bro, if there was like a king of the court or all the all-stars had to play 1-on-1, I feel like guys would compete. There would be lower risk because it's not 5-on-5, it's not full court, and you get to really see like skill sets. I think that'd be pretty cool.
You would need an astronomical amount of money for guys to really be like, yo,
Yeah, get after
I'm
it.
trying to get it.
Yeah.
Like,
But like,
I would 100% agree. Like, I think that would be really cool, but like the state of our game right now is just like, it's weird.
But like the astronomical number, like people are like, oh, what's that? Would be like $1 million? Like, nah, it would have to.
It would have to be way more than a
like,
million.
especially
Like
how
some of these dudes are like
making 50, 60 a year.
Jalen Brown's making like, I'm not counting pockets, but
We'll just say 50, 60. Some guys
he's
making
making
50, 60 a year
a lot of chicken.
on court, not including off court. So, I mean, what's $1 million to a guy that's making 90? So it's
$1 million.
not to them.
It's still $1 million.
It's still $1 million, but they don't feel the same. If that was me, boy, I'm diving on the floor. I'm taking charges for that mill. Boy, I'm going crazy. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
I think things need to change, and it doesn't have to be like drastic changes. Like make it interesting, or maybe you switch the concept every other year. I just do what I'm told. I'm just a puppet in all this.
We need some better celebrities. I hope that doesn't upset anyone. But I watched the celebrity game, bro. I recognized 4 people.
Really?
I knew Micah Parsons,
Okay,
Kai
I knew-
Cenat.
Micah Parsons, Kai Cenat, Jennifer Hudson, Jewel Lloyd, Natasha Cloud, Those are, I mean, the WNBA players. That's 5.
I didn't watch it.
T-Jazz.
Puka.
Yeah. They said Luca.
No.
CJ Stroud.
You know who we got to bring back?
Nicole Hartman.
Show love. Artie Duncan.
Who?
Wasn't his name Artie Duncan?
Who's that, bro?
The dude that was like, he won celebrity MVP like twice. Tall white dude that was in like the Obama administration. He was like head of schools.
I don't even know who that is.
I think I know. No. I think I remember what you're talking about.
Yes, bro.
I think I remember what you're talking about.
Matt, like this dude was like your role model growing up.
Wow.
My role model.
Yeah.
I think you're saying it because you're white.
Yeah, his name was Arnie Duncan, bro. Look, first one, YouTube. Arnie Duncan dominates All-Star Celebrity Game.
What's the stats?
20 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Flirting with a trip dub?
Wait. I got something to say. Micah Parsons. You shot 31 times in a celebrity All-Star game with a running clock. Efficient, though. He shot over 50%. He was what? 17 of like 31.
That was the second most shot attempts I saw on Twitter last week.
I'm still confused why you think Arnie Duncan is my role model, but
Yeah, Matt, I said I thought it was your role model because this was probably like 2014, so in the prime of Matt Hillman basketball career. You know, I thought this was like a guy you would look up to.
my role models were Manu Ginobili and Johnny Sins.
What is with y'all two, bro? Y'all some freaks, bro.
I thought you looked up to Arnie Duncan. That's all.
Y'all some freaks, bro.
We like to keep it fun over here.
I ain't with this.
Got to keep you guys on your toes.
No, you stay over there. Don't come back to set. Stay in Miami.
One other thing we should chat about is I don't think we've released a pod or done a pod since you guys got Bogey and Alec. How has it been playing with those guys?
It's been fun. I'm pretty sure we haven't won a game with them yet, though. I think once we get acclimated and
Healthy.
I think we can do some things, and I'm excited to where this team has the possibility to go. And those dudes obviously are some vets. They've been in the league. They've done a lot. They're accomplished.
I can't wait to come up with a name for Bogey. I can't wait. I'm sitting here looking at his last name, trying to figure out I'm going to come up with a good name for him. This will be cool. 2 good vets, good shooters, space in the court, make things easy for everyone else. So it'll be good. But obviously, a lot of love to Malachi, to QG, to Ev. Honestly, Ev is probably like the best and like the biggest professional I've been around in the league. He at practice every day, going through 5-0, putting in work before and after practice, doing everything he was supposed to do to make sure he stayed ready if his name was called. So I got a lot of love for Ev and how professional he was in his whole approach, because obviously it's, he was in the toughest position you can be in, in basketball and on the team. So I got nothing but love and respect for him. It would be nice if he returned a text, a phone call, or FaceTime since he got traded. But, a lot of love for those guys.
Obviously, Ev and QG, knowing them for the past year and a half. Me and Malachi for a short stint, but I respect all of them. They're all a bunch of hard workers. Now, no matter what the situation was that was going on with them in their careers, they came into work every single day. And seeing the things that they did for us and what they're going to do going forward, nothing but respect for them. Mm-hmm. And obviously, we can't not mention Ryan.
Arching and knacking on my dog.
Love you, buddy.
Yep.
See you next year. See you next training camp. Reaction to Houston foul call. Last 2-minute report confirms bad call. Incorrect call. I won't say bad call. Incorrect, to be politically correct.
I don't know if I can say anything without getting fined. But see how the protest goes.
No comment.
I was about to say, boy, you better save that money.
No comment.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with the protest. I'd like to save my money. Unless Playmaker, y'all come up. If y'all pay the fine.
Unless Playmaker wants to.
Y'all want to pay that fine? Boy, we can go in.
He can.
I'll go in.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Everyone was saying, like, oh, why'd you jump? Why'd you foul? Like, why'd you, like, contest? If I don't contest.
And he makes it? Oh, it's a wrap.
Everyone's looking like, what are you doing?
Yeah. You getting killed.
Not saying whether or not it was a foul. It's just generally not a call you would expect to be made because there's so much on the line. So when it is, it's like,
Yeah, it was. It was an interesting one. In more positive news, got obviously a big shout out to Caitlin Clark becoming the all-time NCAA women's point leader. That's if she comes back, she's obliterating this record.
She's another year.
Yeah, because I think she gets the COVID year. So I think she can come back. If she comes back, she might touch 5,000.
why wouldn't she come back?
But she should, 100% without a doubt.
She's gonna make way more money from NIL.
Like I said, I don't know how the NIL. First off, it's I'm all for it. Like I felt like I was. When I got out, whenever anyone asked me about getting paid, I'm like, yo, 100% should get paid, but it's like the Wild West out there. It's the NIL deals are getting.
Has NIL ruined college basketball?
Yes.
College sports?
Yes, it has. Because I feel like dudes aren't coming into college or even into the league being one and dones with like actual fundamentals. Like now everything is like potential, athleticism, run fast, jump high, can dunk, like 40 invert, you're like a future first round pick. But like you don't have that fundamental like foundation that I feel like was coached before.
Do you think I would be drafted in this year's draft if I was coming out of college?
Yes, this year's draft's ass.
Oh.
Honestly, and it's like I really don't know who's in the.
So how can you say that if the draft is ass?
Because watching the college basketball I've watched this year, I'm not impressed with a soul. Whoever's getting drafted, they might be at my neck next year. Hey, and more power to them. Nothing but wealth and success. But you for sure be a first round pick this year. You might be lottery.
I'm talking about me coming out of college.
You might be lottery. I'm talking about Jalen Brunson, 2018, junior. You might be lottery.
If you could transfer to any school your senior year, where would you have transferred to?
Kansas. I wanted to play in Allen Fieldhouse. I never did.
I will say this. I never visited Kansas. I had an offer from Kansas, but I never visited. When Bill Self came to my school and pitched me Kansas, me and my dad walked out of there like, yo, when we going? He pitched Kansas. It was just like sold.
Bro.
Sold. Like I'm like, yo, I'm going to Kansas. Like I walked out of that school, my school, thinking I'm going to Kansas. I don't know where I would have went. Some state school though.
Gotta be a state school.
Gotta be state school.
Gotta be a state school.
Over for like 40,000 kids. Syracuse. Not Syracuse.
But they weren't Syracuse.
They weren't Syracuse.
Yeah.
They were like
Syracuse. You know what I mean? They were the orange. They weren't Syracuse. Those
they
were
went
the
to the
orange.
Final Four our freshman year.
That wasn't Syracuse. That was the Orangemen. That's what they were. They weren't like the Syracuse had a model.
It's politically incorrect to say Orangemen, right?
What should I have said?
It's the orange.
I don't give whatever they weren't Syracuse. They weren't the typical Syracuse Jim Boeheim mold.
I have a theory also. Big Ten basketball, which March coming up soon, just don't pick them to win your tournament. There'll be one Big Ten team to make the Final Four. They won't win. That's my theory. Last Big Ten champion, 2000, Michigan State.
When college basketball gets better, I'll start tuning in again. With that said, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, for showing love, as always, to the roommates. Make sure you guys tune in every Thursday. Hope y'all love the content. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and keep rocking with us.